Hey guys, this is Sandra with Willow57. Thanks so much for joining me today. I am going to be working on a new project that I'm sure it's been done. Like I always say, there's something new under the sun. It's new for me. It's something I thought of. I've never seen a video like this, but I'm sure it's out there. So I'm not claiming to be a genius or anything. I'm just saying this is something that my brain thought of today. I'm sure other brains have thought the same. But anyway, here's my deal. When I go to my thrift store, I look for cards. Because a lot of times in my local thrift store, they will have a large bag full of various kinds of greeting cards, birthday, anniversary, da da da. And so I buy them and use them. I like to use them for my journals. So I haven't done a whole lot with these yet. I've done some at Christmas, like I've made journals out of, this is a cover kind of thing, some little journal things. But today I came up with a couple of new ideas because, these pictures and stuff, like I paid, probably $2 or $3 for all of these cards. You cannot beat that. Am I right? Nowhere can you beat that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hold on. This stuff is we're going to be working on some cards. So I did a couple just to kind of get an idea. And these usually come with these beautiful envelopes as well. So there's a double. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. These are very thin and the flimsy kind, but I'll figure out something. So here's what I came up with, okay? This one was the cover of a card. And then I took the back side of the card and I made a frame out of it. I put some scrapbook paper on it and made a frame out of it and then framed the cover and decorated it and put an eyelet in it and dangle. So now it is a journaling card. See? Cute, right? Then I thought, well, I have these other kinds of cards. Like, let me show you. The one I'm going to be working on today with you is how they don't match up. See how that's, cut out right there? And so doing a square like this isn't going to cut it unless I put this on the backing of some kind and da-da-da-da. And I thought, well, I really like that. It's a really cute cover. I like the inside of them. So what can I do with this card? And so I came up with an idea of making it's a journal space with a pocket. So the front cover stays the same. Well, I did decorate it. I covered up because this one said birthday or something on it. So I covered that up. And then you open it up and then I made a pocket on the back and a journaling card. And this again came out of this square. The journaling card did. So it matches and then it still has journaling space on it. And then I decorated this side to match. Then, hold on. There's more. I know. You're excited to hear it. So then the back side, I put this on the back to have more writing space. So it's a card with a pocket. Cute, right? Like I said, I'm sure I'm not the first person who's done this, but it's new to me. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. This is the card that I have chosen to do with you. So what I have done is I went ahead and got my index card out, ready to go to put on the back side to make a pocket with. I then got me some scrapbook paper that I thought would go good with this card. Got that one and that one. Thought those both went well. I also got me, because my other two cards that I've done, I have my people. So fairy or her. So for this one, I went ahead and picked me out some people. But I also went ahead and found me a bird that kind of matched. I know it's not a golden finch, but it's close. So I got it. I could use it on the in here somewhere. So, and then I picked me out some people. These all came from yearbooks, by the way. So if you don't have, the little paper doll things, you can get them from places, books and stuff. And then I went ahead and picked out some butterflies that match in case I want to use those. What else? Obviously the inks you're going to need, the daubers. I got a corner rounder, my hole punch, and I also have cut out some numbers with my die cut. So I have those in case I want to use those for decorations. And then I have my little tray here that's got sentiments in it, words, which I'm running low on, so I need to be another scrap buster I need to do. These don't go in there, but anyway. So I got some of those in case I want to put those on there. All right, and then I also have my die cut machine and my rectangular die cuts. But you can do circle, you can do whatever you want. I'm just choosing to do rectangular because it's easier for me to make a card that goes. Anyway, so here's what I started with. I'm going to put these to the side. And so how I did this was I took the card and I figured out what size die cut that I want. Oh, and you're also going to need acetate of some sort to make the window. So I would probably do this somewhere like in there. Will that work? Let me look at my other one. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I think that would work. Okay, so I'm going to run this through the die cut. I'm going to cut that out. And then the next thing that I would do is ink it. So I'm going to pause the video while I do that because my die cut is on this table and it's going to shake like crazy. So I don't want to make y'all sick. And then, like I said, I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to ink it up first with Vintage Photo. really good, grunge it, and then I'm going to come back and do that outsides with just a little bit of black to make it, you know, like I like that little charcoal look. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I'm back, and this is what I've got. Okay, so I cut this out. This was there. I cut that out with a die cut. I will use this probably as the card that fits inside of here because it already matches, and then I can just put something over this. However, for the back of this pocket, this is where my index card is going to come into play, okay? But before I put the index card on the back, which is going to go like this, I'm going to put some scrapbook paper on this, and I'm also going to put the acetate. So I need to measure what size I need my acetate. Hold on, let me get it out. So here's my acetate sheet. I'm going to put that right there for now, and I'm going to measure. I'm going to go ahead and do mine the same size as this whole back. So mine is going to be 5.5 by 7.5. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to get my acetate and my cutter. And I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 by 7.5, or somewhere thereabouts. Okay. My desk is a mess, which is always fun when you're working with acetate because you know everything sticks to it. But that's okay. That is what it is, right? So then I take this part. Let me put down my messy mat first. Yeah, I know. I get messier than that. I didn't cut that very straight, did I? Look how crooked that is. That's okay. Yeah. I'm right. Okay, put glue all over this. I had a moment where I thought I was doing it wrong, but that comes later. Okay, so then I take my smushing tool and I smush it all over its crooked cut self. Right? Then I take my acetate and I put it to the back. It might overhang a little bit because my measurements probably weren't exact. And that's okay because I'm going to cut part of that off anyway. So as long as it doesn't overhang the fold. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. You can still cut it off. So now we have that, right? Okay, I'm going to set this to the side and let this set up for a minute. And while that is setting up, I'm going to go ahead and get my index card out. I'm going to pick the paper. I think I'm going to do this one. That one's a little busy to do the whole thing in. So I think I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to get my glue stick. And it's probably going to be taller than what I actually need it to be, but that's okay. And if you don't have index cards, you can use whatever you've got, okay? It probably needs to have a little bit more oomph to it than just paper, because it is going to be the backing of your card pocket. So I'm running out of glue on the stick. Use it up, right? Okay. Then I take my paper and which way do I want it to go? Up and down like that. So I'm going to just stick it on here. You can see that well. Just kind of smoosh it on there. Really good. Like that. And then of course you take your scissors and you cut it out. Like a so, like a so. And like a so. Okay, now you may not need to do the next step because yours might be different size card or whatever. However, for me, this is not wide enough to fit on the back of this card, as you can see, right? So what I do is I line it up and then I just cut off that excess, okay? You may have to cut off part of the butterfly, maybe not. Maybe a little bit of the butterfly, but that's okay. It'll still be pretty, you'll see. And I just whack that off. Like, well, something like that, okay? And now, oh, I've got the top, and the top too because it's too long. I also cut that down. Look, it didn't cut any of the butterfly, how cute. That makes me very happy. So then I take this and cut this down, like so, okay? So now I'm left with a piece that fits perfectly on the back. However, since this is going to be a pocket, I don't want to just glue this all over. I'm only going to glue it on these three sides because this side is going to be the top loading pocket. I guess you could do, actually, a side loading pocket. That would be cute but you don't have very much room over here to do a divot. So I'm going to go ahead and do a top loading like I've done before. So what I do then, my grunge mat back out, and I take my glue, and I glue along the two sides really well and along the bottom really well. Like that. Extra glue up at the top because, you know, acetate doesn't like to take this that great, right? And then again, I kind of smooth it out, spread it around, spread the love like that. Lovely. And then make sure that it's this way because I want the design through the window. And I push it down, make sure it sticks as well as possible. I'm making a mess, so hold on, let me get me some paper towel. I'm out of wipies, however, in the art of compromise, I make my own. Same deef, right? I get that excess glue off of there. Okay, so move that. So now, what I'm left with is this. And that looks cute, right? I like it. Okay, then I take my little... Now, if I only wanted the divot here, I probably should have done that before I put the back on, but I forgot both times, so I'm just doing it this way. Find you a spot that you want it. And it's going through a lot, so squeeze it. All right, you throw those away. Glue lid on. This out of the way. That out of the way. You take your inker. And you re-ink that. And you also need to re-ink this side. Where did my other? There it is. All right. Okay, so now this is what you're left with. All right. So the next part that we're going to do, is work on the card that's going to go inside. So I'm going to set this to the side and let that all be drying and setting up while we work on the card. Okay, so that's where this piece is going to come in, correct? Now, I can leave it like this, but it won't fit perfectly. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit to where it's a little bit more narrow to fit in there a little better, okay? And I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I haven't made up my mind what I want to do. I think I'm going to leave the front of this card just the way that it is. I kind of like it. And the sentiment on it isn't, you know, specific toward a birthday or whatever else, so it'll be fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I think actually I'm going to back this onto an index card as well. I mean, you can use this for journaling, but it's kind of got this down here, and this isn't centered, so that might drive me nuts. If it doesn't you, then don't worry about it. I'm going to see if this, I think it's a 4x6. Yeah. So I'm just going to back this onto a 4x6, like that. And it's going to need, obviously it's not quite a 4x6, but you see that? It'll be close enough. So that way then I have this on the back for journaling, because that's the whole point. Right, I'm going to go ahead and use this glue because the back of this card is a little bit glossy. And I don't want it coming off with a glue stick. So I shall use the big boy glue. And lots of it. Okay. And again, we smush, mush, 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 mush. Spread the love. Oops. I didn't get out my... Now you know why my mat looks so dirty, because I don't always remember to get out my... whatever that word is, you know. Okay. So there's that. It's rather boring. We're going to have to find something to do with this thing. It makes it a little more interesting. Yes, we are. You know, actually what I might do, look at me changing my mind. Why? Because I can. I might just do the bird. Take it out, put it on something different. Decisions. Or I could. All right, I have an idea. What if it be too much? What is that, too much? Is there such a thing? No. Silly me. Silly me. All right, I'm going to take this. This is what I'm going to do because I can. Because I live in the land of the free. Okay, so it's going to be 4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down 4 inches. Can I do this? I'm going to try. I'm going to try something. If it doesn't work, well, then I know, right? Here's what I'm thinking. Cut this down. And this is going to be how big again? Oh, I need a new. Okay, this is 5.5. 5.5. I need a new paper trimmer so bad. So badly. Okay. And then I'm thinking about doing another boop, doop, 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 doop. But I don't think a rectangle is going to work, so I'm going to have to find me either my squares or... Nope, that one don't work. That one worky. I just don't know. Can I do that? Right? If I did that like right there. Right? Oh. I'm going to try. I'm going to polish you, and I'm going to cut this out on my die cut. See what happens. Let's see. Look, it worked. Oops, sorry. I'm running over the table. Okay, so I just cut that out with a die cut. Like that. That's cute, right? And that's going to be our little card. It's going to fit down inside the other card. Okay. Of course, the downside is that it's going to be a little thicker. So, I don't think too bad. It's still not too thick. Right? So, let me get my grunge pad out. Glue this baby down. I'm going to use my glue stick this time, but I'm going to get a new one because that was empty. Alright, look at me. Cooking with bacon. Or something. I'm cooking with something. Ta-da! Okay. See if I can line this baby up. At least semi-decently, right? My favorite part about that glue stick is your paper is a little movable for just a minute, right? Oh, how cute. I should have inked it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But did I? No. That's alright. I'm okay. I'm not going to cry about it. I'll fix it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to round the corners first. Because I've been down that hole before, right? Where you ink it all up and then you come back and round the corners, and guess what you got to do? Re-ink the corners. So it's not my first rodeo. I do... Oh, that was the wrong color. I don't want black. I want brown. Yeah. I want brown. Good thing I'm grungy. It doesn't really matter. Correct? Correctamundo. So I ink it. Go ahead and do the other side. Even though this was a tea dyed already, I still like the frame look. Right? And then I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to grunge up the middle because white is taboo in my grungy world. Alright, like a little bit more. Just not enough grunge. Did I do the wrong one again? Sheesh. Alright, let's go with the black then. Apparently that's what I want to go with. And now I'm just doing a kind of a line around it. Kind of frames it like I like it. Oh, somebody send me some help. I need it. I need some help. Okay. Alright, can you see anything? I got a mess going on here is what I got. I do foresee one issue. And the issue is to put a tab on the top. It's going to cover up part of my bird. Right? Which I want a tab because it's going to make it easier to get this in and out of. Oh, it's pretty tight because it's so thick. It's definitely going to need a tab. Alright, well. Bet I can figure something out. I bet I can. Okay. So I'm going to do a tab in this. But I also want something else down at the bottom. So I think I'm going to do something like this. And then I'm going to put some words on it. Okay. So the front cover says, wishing you every good thing that life can bring. So I need something that kind of goes along. Here's okay, without spice of variety, life would be a bland affair. So that kind of works, right? Every good thing that life could bring, without spice of variety, life would be a bland affair. So I think those two go together well. All right, so now what I'm going to do is make me a frame for this. Okay? Okay, okay. Absolutely. Absolutely we can do that. I can. I'm going to make it about 2 inches. Like that. And then I'm going to cut it. Don't need that. How big do I want it? About there. Yeah. All right. It's coming along. Little birdie. Oh, speaking of birdie, I have that bird too. Let me put him on the outside instead of a person. That would be cute. We'll see. We'll see what I do. We'll see. I'm going to round these just because I thought of it. I think it'll be cute. Still trying to think about a tab. I may do a fabric tab and just put it to the back. That's probably what I'll do. All right, so you know the rules. We got to ink. I'll set this up here for now. I'm taking care of business. The brown. Ink it all up. And then the black. Just around the edges. Frame it in there. Pretty. Okay. Now this one. Just going to run her on up there. Little bitsies. I'm going to go ahead with the black and line it up as well. Frame it. Okay. Then glue it. And since I'm covering up that butterfly, I'm going to put another butterfly on it. Good idea. Could technically make this into a pocket, but it's already thick enough. Thick enough. Gotta get it in that pocket. Oops. All right. That's straight. So there's our card. I think it's pretty cute. I do, anyway. I do think this tab is going to look best. I think if I did it like that. There are no rules in junk journaling. I can do it however I choose. Today, I choose this. Grunge it good. And then outline it. I'm going to fold it in half. And outline it. That's going to leave me a little bitty tab to put on the top. But not so much a one that it's going to take away from my bird. Look. See? Isn't that cute? You know what I wish I would have done? Was grunge that before I glued it down. Such is life, ladies and gentlemen. Such is life. How cute are you? Don't you think? I think it's turning out really cute. Need a butterfly. Yes? Let's do one. I know I've got these little ones that match this like almost perfectly. There. Do we want it there? There. Right in the middle. Over to the side. You know it's better than one. You know. What's better than one butterfly? 2 butterflies. Do them exactly the same. You know, life's too short for that. No matchies. I like that one too. Like that. Oh, okay. So, like that. And like that. That overhangs just a smidgen, so I'm going to cut that off. And now we have our cute little journaling card that matches the card itself. So then we're going to put this back inside there so we can have a visual of what needs to go on the outside. Okay. All right, cute. I love it. I'm loving it. All right, so I'm thinking the bird. Of course, he needs to be grunched up pretty good. Or is that going to be too much bird with that bird and that bird and that bird? That may be. No little spills. Build yourself a fairy because they're my favorite. Oh, look at how pretty that's so pretty. Let's see. Is there a smaller girl? Might fit it better. Yeah. We can even have one sitting right there. How cute would she be just sitting on the little edge? Yeah, she wins. Okay. I pick her. I choose you. All right, so I'm going to cut her down. I'll try to do this quickly because I know how much fun it is to watch somebody cut something. So I hope this finds everybody well. Surviving spring weather. More tornadoes the other day, so it was 2009, my family survived a direct hit from a tornado. And not a wall was left standing. By the grace of God, there was barely a scratch on any of us. So if you're watching this and you are somebody or know of somebody who's recently lost everything in a tornado, I just want to tell you there is hope. That God only restores better. When the enemy takes stuff from us, God restores it even better than what the enemy took. So just find comfort in that. All right, I'm going to take my girl's head off. Jeez. I'm going to grunge her up because she's too clean. Okay. Then I'm going to do this one. Wait, I don't know what color this is. The brown one. The brown. My poor daubers. They don't know what color they're supposed to be because I just grab one and go for it too many times, only to find out later it was the wrong one. So then I have the wrong colors all over my daubers. I try to keep them separate, but it doesn't work for me. I'm not that organized. So if I'm going to set her on the little edge, look, her little feet even fit perfect. She's so cute. My little fairy. Like that. I'm going to cut off the antennas because they're sticking out from behind her. She's not a bug. She's a fairy. Great. I don't know where that piece just went. I gotta find out where they need to be. Okay, right there. Yay. These are fun. This was not at all what I had planned on doing for this video today. I'm working on another stash builder project, but I kind of got bored of doing it, so I wanted something new today because I've been doing the other for days. I admit that I have OCDs, that when I start a project, it is very hard for me to stop midway. I don't care what the project is. If I start something and I don't finish it, it just will drive me crazy. And so the project that I was going to do today for this video, it's going to take several days to finish. It's been kind of driving me nuts, but I've been getting bored with it. So I put my OCD to the side and said, no, I'm going to. That's cute. And that comes out. Not very easily, I must admit, but it'll get easier as it's used. All right, so I need something down here. What do I want down here? Maybe a mushroom or a flower. If I could find flowers that were similar to those, that would be cute. All right, I'm going to pause you for a second while I look for something. I'm going to be right back. Okay, so to be honest right now, I'm really glad that you did not know how long it took me to figure something out for this. I went through everything. So I'm kind of thinking maybe this, number 7, and the mushrooms. No, no. That will have to go someplace else. Just the mushrooms and the number 7. Maybe. I took all that time and I still haven't figured anything out. All right, let me see if there's a sentiment that would go good with this. Again, something about life. The theme is life. Pay attention to matters of importance. Today I'm excited about everything. Coffee break, that is life. Around the world, that could work. Put people before pursuits. Eyes wide open. That one could work. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm one of those people. Okay, I think I'm gonna do eyes wide open. I like it. Living life with eyes wide open, right? And then I could put it on here. That's funny because both sides of this has different sentiments and they both would work. I like eyes wide open. Okay. Should I do that one or should I do this one? I think that's what I'm doing. I'm making a decision, getting this done. Dun-dun-dun. Okay. That's going to drive me a little batty that that's not as straight as it should be. That's better. A little better. Oh. Okay. I'm going to assume this is the brown. Brown, black. See my finger? It's from inking all day. You guys know. It's nothing new to y'all, is it? Okay. Then we're going to do a little bit of black around the edges. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then I'll cut it out. Sorry, my dog is barking. You can hear that. He has serious separation anxiety from his mama. He's outside too long. German Shepherd. Those who own German Shepherds know and understand. They like to be near their humans. That's okay, because I like to be near him too. All right, so there's that. You do this, this, and that. I like it. And I guess that's what counts, right? It's mine. All right, that's what I'm going with. Maybe. Okay. Got her done. Got her done. See? I can do this. I can do this. If I can, trust me, you can. Grunge it up a little bit. Then the number 7. My favorite number. That's why. And I'm going to go ahead and use this glue just in case. Playing with the big boys now. All right. Wow. And like that, I do believe this baby is finished. Journaling card on journaling space on the back. I'm going to go ahead and grunge the back up a little more, even though again it's tea dyed, just to make it kind of that framed in look. All right, and of course, got to add the black. It's not done to me until it's outlined. A little bit in the black, like that. All All right, and then we have, again, the matching envelope that, you know, you could put into your journal and then just put this into the envelope. Attach this. The issue that I have is these are so thin. So if I was going to do that, I would probably take this apart and back this with some tea dye paper or something that's going to make it a little bit more sturdy. And of course I would crunch it up because, you know me. But anyway, that's that. That's what I've been doing today. I hope you guys found some kind of inspiration in that mess and find ways to use up stash that you already have. That's kind of the points of this for me. Was I bought these things thinking that I could use them, you know, to make journaling cards and such out of, and they've been sitting over there in a basket for a while, not being used. And my goal here lately is use what I have, right? To quit waiting for the perfect opportunity or the perfect moment. Now is the perfect opportunity and the perfect motive to use them, right? So I just think they're really cute and fun. And like I said, I haven't seen anybody else do this. Maybe they have, but I mean, I've seen people do stuff with cards, but not the card pocket like this, not like that. But again, I'm sure they're out there. That's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching and being with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't all over the place too much for you, and that, again, that you found some inspiration. So thank you guys for watching. God bless. Bye.